Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To the air yet again. Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Still's the intended target.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's Eckler. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. It's Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get into the red zone. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play.
Don't be scared of it.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Motion, I got one. Hey, Haywood. 41 Mike.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check three. Watch me,
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 41. Red 80. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try it away, but it's not looking that great. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
We got 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller there to make the grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go,
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney merciless. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Here's Watson. Going deep here for Stills. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 52. Check, check. Yo, 80. Check, check. Lucky. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Fresno. Yo, 80. Fresno.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Mike, 55. Check. Red 80. Buzz. Red 80. Kill. Hatchet.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
After the interception, here's Darnold. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Come on. Watch right. He's tired of me.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack.
You can't block me. Red 80. 41's coming. 41's a mic.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Alert flare. Red 80. Flare. Yo, 80. Hey, Echo.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. A beautiful fake. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's Stills bringing it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here we go again. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They started on the ground with Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. From the 39, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you. And a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going deep here for Stills. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Watson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back to throw. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Houston. Carlos Hyde in the final minute as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
40. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Now it's Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, D. Tighten this up.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards. On that one, and the Jets move the chains.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 41. Blue Dan. Check nickel.
This is Bell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Now Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Here we go.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got